Hello, good people. It's me. I'm just here saying hi, getting myself together, handling my patty because it's a mess, and I just washed it. So, the just comb it out. Show y'all what I'm dealing with here. Haven't combed it in a couple days, so you know, uh, knots, okay, okay. Because the girl ain't take care of her stuff. But guess what? When I don't take care of it, it grows. If they took away the comment, it's fine. I'm just here doing my hair. So, thinking of doing a Q&A. I don't know who's in the room, but it's always recorded. So if anybody wants to listen, got any questions, anybody want to know anything personally about me, feel free to leave comments and ask, and they can be answered. Want y'all to see this, because Cardi B made a big deal out of her hair falling out, but clearly when we get our hair done or don't do it for a couple of days, because you lose about a couple of thousand strands a day. So people who comb their hair on a daily, they get a lot of hair come out. But when you get braids or, put it up in up style, a ponytail, or anything like that. And I know because I went to school for hair for 3 years. I said that the other day. Don't know who really cares, but letting y'all know. Letting y'all know I know a little something about patties, which I don't really have a patty, y'all. I don't have, it's not really dry. It's just not maintained. So, but like I said, it grows more the least I mess with it. A lot of my gray comes from a boxing match, and I ain't lying. So, I said that also the other day, just to let people know. It's something to remember. When you get old, over 18, you don't fight. Actually, when you're over 30, because that's when I had that fight. I'll be 41 in a couple days, so it's about 12 years ago. No, I'm lying. My son was about 2, right? Okay, yeah, yep, because he was here. So, yep, that was my last fight, though. That was the straw that broke my camel's back, because I was like, you know what? Ain't nobody got time to be fighting nobody. Ain't nobody got time to be getting sore and healing, but, girl gotta do what she gotta do when she gotta do it. But, we outgrew those ages and days. But, I'm here mainly because I want to talk a little bit about, trolls. Let y'all know y'all don't scare me. And I'm not talking about trolls in my live. I'm talking about the little ones that like to leave comments on my Twitter, my Instagram. Y'all ain't hit my Facebook yet, and I think I already hit the accept you in there. But if I don't, come in and look. Come see. But, it's a lot of hating going on ever since Patty came in my live the other day. Trust and believe, it ain't that serious. He's still just a young boy from New York. If he wants to collab, we can collab. But as far as anything major, yeah, I'ma still play games with him. We play games with each other. That's how it is. That stuff we have established here. But as far as y'all taking it personal, that I come out real, true, and honest from my heart, ain't nothing I can do about that. So, because can't nobody take the honesty from me. Can't nobody take my true feelings from me. That's just how it is. As far as y'all thinking I stay in my bed all day, let y'all know a little bit about Nettie without letting y'all know too much. I'm honest. But, look, this is the hair that came out. This is the hair Cardi B was showing y'all. You lose hair when you wash your hair and do your hair, right? And I know I look a lot better and not like a grandma when I do my hair. So, just letting y'all know, I don't really care what people say. You're not supposed to. supposed to just live your life and do it for yourself, not nobody else. Good morning, Darlia McQueen. How are you? Stopping by to say hello. Good morning. Ready to take the baby to school. I hear you. I sent mine out at 8 o'clock and it's my free time. Thank you very much. Nervins number 7. Yes, I try to be honest. It's just they're little kids and they're fans. And what happens is, what people don't realize is the young kids, they fuel the fire. So a lot of my reactions, the way I come off, come from them little kids. But I gotta remember that they're babies. You know, babies like drama. So if I don't have drama for them, they ain't gonna watch. So that's kind of what I was trying to tell Mod at the same time when I said I'm gonna keep on doing me. This is my channel. I can't let them run it for me. Now, if they want to help me come up a little bit and show me some love, but y'all see this room pretty much all the time. So I stay in my room. I just don't like to really have to be letting people all, you know, all in and around my house, you know. But I'll show y'all a little bit since y'all think a girl ain't got nothing, or that I stay in one spot all day. This is my son's room. Don't need to be all up in it though. It's 2-bedroom bathroom, you know. There's a closet there. Gotta fix my door because we decided to take it off because they're on hinges and we can't stand it. So, nice size bathroom, you know. Ain't nothing to brag about, but this is me. This is how we do. What's this say back here? What's that say? Together, we make a family. That's all it takes. As long as you're together, you can make family. So, and that being said, coming down to my living room now, okay? To say, every family has a story. Welcome to ours. Okay? So, another TV, you know. I'm not rich. I just keep TVs in my house because you got to be able to watch it. Here we have, it needs to be clean. Yeah, you're right. But that's the man hanging. And that's all that really counts on that note. So, okay. Now we have a kitchen. Of course. Why not? Why wouldn't we? We don't live in no hotel room or nothing like that. So, why wouldn't I have a kitchen? Plus, y'all seen me cook, so y'all know I got a kitchen. Y'all, this is one of my favorite pictures. We did this last year. Oh, gosh. Actually, 2 years ago on my mother's birthday. Okay? Walk by faith. Always walk by faith. You have to. You have to. Won't succeed. So, anyway. We may not have it all together, but together we have it all. And that's just real shit. Real stuff there. Alright, so that's just a little bit of my kitchen. I don't need to be all up in there either. Here's my babies, okay? A little bit about Nettie's life and what she likes. Here's my babies. He is probably about the same age as my son. Some of them are in here are a little older than my son, and he will be 10. So yes, I take pride and care in my animals. We take care of them. I got my little rabbit down there. Her cage needs to be cleaned because she's been eating lettuce and all kinds of good stuff. But she's there. That's Gabriella. We got all of our little fish on the other side of the tank. And then we have Miss Meanie here, which I don't get too close. It's a cockatoo. Where's she at? I heard her screaming, so I know she ain't here. But she's mean. She's down there in the bottom. She's hissing. She's hissing. And she's jumping at me. So we call her the ghetto bird, okay? She's ghetto. And I ain't going to say that. Because every woman has a story. And let me tell y'all. Alright, now. Here's a little bit of my living room, you know. Got my furniture like everybody else does, you know. It's leather. I just don't like to sit on it much because it make my ass sweat. We all know how that goes. But I have stuff, you know. It's not that I don't have anything. Just wanted to give y'all a little bit because you got people that assume things only from what they see. Bless this home with love and laughter. And we just keep that real up in here. You know? So, that's a little bit about Nettie before I go finish this wig here. And again, I don't know if anybody came in the room, but hello, everybody. Y'all know I love y'all. I might not have seen too many comments because I was running my mouth. So, hello, Jalian Snitship. Yes. Hello, how are you? So, honestly, I came on here if anybody had a question they wanted to ask. We can just shoot the breeze, chit chat. I'm here. A couple of people had questions from the other day. Excuse me 1 second. Let me get my phone charger so we ain't got no problems. Hey, Nettie. Thank you very much, Brooke Fowler. Thank you. Yes, this is my natural hair. I stopped perming it. I stopped doing perms in my hair. I was getting perms all my life, and that was just because I never needed them. But I like the straight. I can't stand too much. I can't stand this curl, but it's mine, you know? I have to live with it. My hair, I got it from my mama, so I love it. Even more now, you know? I said I would cut it right after I lost my mom, and my 9-year-old niece cried uncontrollably. So I said, no, then I can't cut it. So it's very long. And I'm definitely, I know they suggested me getting my hair done. Because I do need my ends clipped. But I'm gonna have one of my girlfriends do this up soon, very soon. And I'm gonna probably get some makeup on, you know what I mean? Not that I'm doing that for anybody, but I want to do like a little makeover just for my channel, you know, show y'all that I do look good when I go out, you know. No way I'm gonna go out looking like a crazy, you know, crazy lady like y'all see me on camera. Queen is forever to be hurt. Said she moved. Oh yes. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I think she's really lusting very hard now. Because I was watching some of the videos. And she's starting to feel like, to me, it's feeling like she's liking Clarence a lot. So, but you know, like I said, they haven't came out with it. They may be in a relationship. They may say they're in a relationship sooner or later. Admit it. I don't know. But someone just, you know, left a message. Hold on 1 second. I'm just keeping up on the chat. Oh, you were saying when she moved on. Yeah, she still is going to be hurt. That's what I'm saying. Listen, y'all. And I was trying to say that the other day. And I say that right in front of my husband. Or my fiance of 16 years. I'm just clarifying that because we're not officially married by paper. But, I don't know. All I know is they said something about her moving there, but they did do a Snapchat saying they're officially now in a relationship. Because last week she said that, you know, she clarified that she was not in a relationship with him. But this is what it is. When people are in relationships like this, and you break up like this, like suddenly, and people are hurt, you act off of hurt and anger. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying the other day too, when I say that it'll get worse before it gets better. But at the same time, they have to think of the reality of the situation is that who's hurting in the middle? Okay? The little boy. Little Chris. And I'm going to say it like that because I know his name. And people keep saying I was hating on Queen. I wasn't hating on her. I told them. Only thing I had to say about Queen was stuff I seen on camera that I did not like as a 40-year-old woman. My grandma would not tolerate that stuff. Some of the stuff, you know, they do. And, you know, only an older person can understand that. You have the little kids on there. Oh, you talking junk all the time. You got something. Hello, Miss B and F family. Thank you for your comments. Y'all don't know, a comment, y'all, can make somebody's day sometime, because I had a horrible day. I mean, it's on and off for me. You know what I mean? Like, I went back and I was looking at my videos from the other day, my live, and I just see too much of my mom in me, and they called her Unruly Julie. So that's why I made my Facebook, you know, I mean my YouTube. I'm sorry, guys. But, you know, I figured, good morning, fam. Good morning, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa. But they had nicknamed my mom Unruly Julie. So I said, you know what? I'm so much like her. I need to just be unruly. And not in a bad way. Like I said, I just try, if I see something bad, then I call them on it. And I do that because we all know that all of our kids either have a phone or a tablet, or you have computers around. So if we see something that's not positive on the internet or on our TV tubes, because I'm not going to use the word YouTube right now, because it's our TV channels, because that's like that's how we're treating it, right? That's what we was at the other day. But hold on, I'm trying to keep up with the comments too. Sorry. I don't care what she says. She slept with. Oh, I already know. I kind of feel that. I was saying that the other day, but yes, I love. Listen. I love all of them. I have 14 nieces and nephews, ranging from the age 25 is my oldest niece, and the youngest is no, actually Charlie's the youngest. So Charlie just turned 1 last Saturday. So that's the youngest niece and nephews I have. Harlem's 2. And then we got Alana and Dean. They're 9 and 10, which Dean's mine. Thank you. I'm so glad. I try to keep an open conversation. I want to be honest with people. I don't want to give people false hopes. But like I was saying the other day, I started my whole research with the whole Chris and Queen thing is when the kids were start telling me all this stuff that was going on online, and I'm like, I'm having a conversation with these kids and they know this. So I'm like, well, let me check them out. You know what I mean? So I went and checked them out a little bit, and then, you know, I seen stuff that I was like, kids shouldn't see this, you know what I mean? Now, I think I talked about this the other day, and I'm hoping all the little ones are in school, but a couple of months ago in Ohio, and y'all can look it up, there was a man who just one morning, he woke up, and him and his girlfriend or wife, they weren't getting along, and because of something her mom got in the middle of, and dude went ballistic, okay? He didn't go after the girlfriend. He didn't go after her mother. He was on his way to them, but he didn't make it to them. He walked up to a random man on the street. Good morning, Eldot. How are you? Good morning, Naisha. How are you? So he comes up to this 70-something-year-old man who had a bunch of young kids. Hold on, y'all. I just want to put my hair up in a ponytail so I'm not like sitting here playing with it the whole time I'm talking to y'all. Because I really like to get serious. But, and y'all could come, let me know if y'all with me or not. But, honestly, okay, so he walks up to the 70-year-old man, and he shot him point blank. Killed him. Right in the middle of broad daylight. The man was coming from a soup kitchen in the morning. He had, his youngest kid was about 7 or 8, this older man. So just imagine how his kids feel. You know what I mean? They don't have their dad because somebody crazy just walked up to him and killed them. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. Ain't it crazy? It's crazy, DC Kool-Aid. But what I'm trying to say is, listen, right? So he went on Facebook Live and did this, though. They caught it and took it off of Facebook Live, but it got on YouTube. Up together, you know, keep... Hello, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. That's all right. He was calling from work because you know what? I forgot. But I'm going to hope that my son... We're going... Just want to say hi to everybody. I said hi to everybody. Yep. So, okay, so the man, so later on that day, my son comes home and he's watching the news and he hears the story. So he says, I'm going on my computer and I'm going to see what happened. So he goes on YouTube and he hits the little speaker and he says, show me the story of the man that got shot. YouTube didn't remove it yet. So I grabbed the phone when I grabbed the iPad when I heard him saying it because he was right in the room watching the news with me. You know, watching the news by himself because he's too scared. And I'm kind of glad, you know. I try to keep the child in him as long as I can. So that's why I'm so hard on some of these young kids on YouTube and what they're putting out there. Because like we were saying, we raise our kids the way we mold them. And we all know about molding if you're older. You know, you can mold people. You can mold people to be what and how you want them to be. And when I say that, I'm talking about in relationships. Because not everything's always smooth, cream, butter, nothing like that. You know, you can't be stingy. You can't be selfish. You can't be one-sided. It's got to be a two-way street. You also don't want nobody who's going to be lagging behind you. You want to walk side by side. You don't want nobody in front of you because then they think they dominate you and they take over everything. You know what I mean? So you don't let nobody go in front of you. You don't want nobody behind you either. You want somebody who can walk parallel with you, 2 feet, keep it going. So that's kind of how I look at life in general when I talk about relationships. But when you talk about crazy people in relationships and what happens when something happens. Okay, so me and Dean the other day, we started something and everybody said, uh-oh. So I was telling y'all about my brother who fell off the ATV and he cracked his skull about 5 years ago. So I was back and forth to South Carolina while Dean was here taking care of my son. Meanwhile, I was hurt. Because I almost lost my heart, my brother, you know, my everything. So, I'm sorry guys, if it cuts off, that means he's calling. Because he just called back. But, I will be back on. So y'all could just sit here and chat. But, if y'all interested in my story. But, so, what happened was, my brother was sick. I was back and forth to South Carolina for almost 2 years. Yep, 50-50 up. Right, Frank? And DC Kool-Aid. So, mind y'all, my son was 5. He'll be 10 now. So, yeah, it was about 5 years ago. My brother fell. I was back and forth to South Carolina every month going down there to help my dad. Because I was like, I don't care what he got to say. I blocked my man out. I was like, you know what? Only person who cares that I care about is my son. But my son was with his dad. And I knew he was okay. So I was like, all right, I can go do me. I'm going to go take care of my brother. I wasn't doing me on the street. But I was doing me, taking care of my brother. Meanwhile, while I was in South Carolina, hurt, heartbroken, didn't know if my brother was going to live at first. Then he's in and out of hospitals. He went to Georgia, to ATL, to a brain injury center for almost 6 months or more. Until he shut down. He wouldn't do nothing for nobody. He wouldn't say nothing to nobody. He would just kind of get aggressive with the nurses and stuff. So they was like, we're going to have to give up on him. We're going to put him in a home. And at that time, I was down there, and I said, no, y'all will not. Y'all will not put my brother in a home. If he gave up, it means that he don't want to be there. He don't want to be there. If he gave up and he's done. He's tired of being there. It's not his home. Bring him home. Bring him to be around his family. Be around the loved ones, the people he knows on a daily. He want to know. He's like a baby, and that's how they had to look. I had to take it back there and let them know that because they don't look at it like that. The doctors don't look at it like that. He's a baby. He's starting over again. His brain shifted. He just woke up out of this coma. Don't know what's going on. All he knows is that he's in this bed, and everybody got to take care of him. Meanwhile, I'm like, bring him home. I don't care. Meanwhile, and I don't know if y'all could take it, but they had to take and cut half of his skull out. and that was gone for almost a year. They went to put it on ice. It was so damaged that they couldn't even replace it after a while. What they did was they ended up they had to make him a skull cap, like a hard plate to put inside of his head to cover the part of his brain. But I went down there to help them take care of him because he was coming home from the hospital with half of his brain exposed, and the only thing that was in between there was skin. So it was scary, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to listen, because a lot of people don't. They wonder what I do. Okay, I graduated from high school. Yes, I did 12 years. I graduated. Not a G. Sorry, guys. That was him. You know what happened? I sent y'all. I'll be jumping around, but if I lose track on one story and y'all want me to go back there, just make sure y'all tell me. But so I sent my son to school with $30 because we're going on a field trip. Just a quick. That's why Dean keeps calling, because he want to make sure I call the teacher to make sure they know my son got $30 in school. Because he been on bought everybody ice cream. Tell me y'all ain't never do that when y'all was young. Parents send you money to school and you think it's yours and you just go ham on it and it wasn't really yours. But anyway, I will hope he wouldn't do that. He's just young. He doesn't know. But he knows that we're going on a field trip. So, and that being said, I was going to say, is anybody still here? Just let me know. But I'm going to still talk because I'm making a video for myself anyway. So, my brother got his in the accident, and I was going back and forth down south. Meanwhile, I'm heartbroken and lonely, not thinking about home, because I was more mad at my man for not coming with me, not understanding how I felt, not just being there for me in general, you know what I mean? So, and mind y'all, we were already together for about... Well, we was together for 6 years before Lil Dean, so Lil Dean was 5, it's about 11 years. Yeah, so in that time, I ended up meeting someone else that was coming around, that was a friend of my brother's, you know what I mean? So we started chilling, spending time together, because that's where I was at, in South Carolina. My husband wasn't with me. He didn't want to come. So in all in a nutshell, ended up dealing with someone else in South Carolina. Okay? So I'm an honest person. So when Dean called, I couldn't hide it. I was like, oh my God, I'm talking to somebody right now. I just acted real stupid. I was real stupid about it. I was dumb. So you know what? I was like, you know what? Hello, good morning. How are you? Love me just for me. How are you? So, yep, I'm just telling I'm telling a little story time of me and Dean were talking the other day, and he said that, cheating can make a man or a woman go crazy sometimes, and people don't look at the other aspects of it when you're in love and your heart is deeply, truly engaged in the situation. So, I'm thinking more about my brother and thinking about this hottie here in South Carolina that was young, probably about 10 years younger than me. I mean, of course, he was over 25 because I don't go with nobody's babies. So, but anyway, he was flirting and he made me, I was like 36? Made me feel 16 again. And I'm dead serious. He made Nettie feel like she was 16. Game, okay? That's where it comes from. It's called game. So he talked a good game in my ear, and I was like, you know what? I just fell for it. I was like, I'm lonely right now. I'm down here. Ain't nobody gonna know. Ain't nobody gonna find out. Let me do this. But then the guilt came on afterwards, after I did it. Sorry, y'all. I'm just keeping up. Love can make you lose yourself. Yep. Person that much. Okay, so mind you, now I left my baby here with Dean in Pennsylvania, and I'm down south, and he calls, and I'm like trying to ignore his calls and this thing. So now me and this dude are spending mad time together now, because I'm here for 2 weeks, and we got nothing but time to spend now when I'm not taking care of my brother. So You know, and that was the nights when they were asleep and my dad and them were there. So I was like, okay, we can go chill outside and have fun. You know, I had a van, so we would chill in my van, called it the party van. You know, we had our little drinks. We would just, it was our little spot. That was our little chill spot for a little bit. So I came too comfortable in me and Dean's van. I wasn't thinking like that, though. You know, I shouldn't have had no other man in his car on some real. So, you know, but I wasn't thinking, you know, you get cloudy headed, especially when somebody's all, sorry guys, I can't, when I'm like the other day, I was able to put my phone in airplane mode and ignore calls, but because my baby is not here and Big Dean's not here, I have to keep my phone open for calls. But that was my daddy calling from South Carolina to check on me, as he does every day. So, yeah, so I ended up cheating basically, and then I told on myself because I don't lie, you know. So, and I couldn't lie, you know what I mean. I'm like, what do I say? I'm not used to doing this kind of stuff, but it happened. So, and that being said, when I did that, then Dean lost himself on the other end, and he didn't say he wanted to hurt anybody. He wanted to hurt himself, but he didn't tell me this till I got home. We sat down, we talked. But he wanted to hurt himself. But because my son was there, I knew he wouldn't hurt himself. And I know that, you know, and that goes two ways. Sometimes when people are in love, they could hurt someone else when they're hurt, or they could hurt themselves when they're hurt. They could hurt you when they're hurt. You know, and when a heart is hurt, they really don't care. That's what I'm getting down to. It's sad. Because y'all heard, you know, I mean, I'm sure some of y'all might have seen my video yesterday. I had to let y'all know what I go through sometimes in my house when I'm here. And I can't say alone because my son was here with me yesterday when I started crying. I just go in another room because he gets upset and he starts crying, and it's a loss still. Because we're gonna grieve over my mom for a long time. But when you think about, hey, they bored at work, don't know what to do with themselves. I love him dearly because he's gonna see this video, I'm sure. But I told him I'm live. I have a YouTube to run. I don't get paid for it. He's working to pay the bills right now. But no, really. And when I say that, I sit home right now. Yes, I'm on disability. I will admit that. I am a disabled person right now. I have a lot of health issues, not bad health issues, but when it comes to overweight, it's hard for me to stand too long. So yeah, I don't work right now. I do have my diploma is what I started with, and then I ended up going to medical school, and I have a degree in medical assisting. And I'm saying that because you have a lot of people like, what are you doing all day? You just sit around all day. No. I worked for a doctor for a couple years till I had my son. When I had little Dean 10 years ago, little Dean was born with something called a hypospadias. You guys can look it up, but that caused him to have to get multiple surgeries. And so he's had over 9 surgeries, and that was in the first 6 years of his life. We're on what you call intermission from surgeries right now, meaning the doctors still want to go back and operate on my child, my baby, my son, my only one later. Losing my mom last year on the operating table, I'm scared, but God, it has the ultimate say. So yes, and that being said, you know, some people say, oh, don't let him go back. Don't let him go back. Let him live his life. Let him da-da-da-da-da. I'm his mother. I will make that decision when it comes down to it, but I will always look to God for the answer. Like, because, oh God, y'all, it's crazy. I'm sorry. Let me see. Definitely Rap Game. How are you today? I'm staying strong. I think he's hurting. Oh yeah, they ain't none of them sleeping right now. Miss B fam. Yes, no. So this is, I'm telling y'all, like, love is a very strong thing that nobody can control. The heart can't be controlled. I don't even know how to explain it, but when I say that, And me and Dean said the same thing the other day. I still have a love in my heart for my first love from 14 years old. Although I have Dean in my life and he makes my ex look like this, you know what I mean? Especially in the way he treated me over the years. Like as in telling me that, he, after about 10, 15 years, he was like, oh, I was only with you because it was peer pressure when I was younger. I'm like, what? Are you serious? To the day that today he don't remember that? So now it's, I wish I never messed up. But that's something he has to live with because he's 41 and never has been, he was in one relationship since we broke up. And that didn't work because guess what? I wasn't going to let it happen. And that's because he let me in the middle, though. He let me in the middle. He should have never let me back in. Let me back in, I'm playing you hard. And this is just how I was thinking as a young kid. I'm just letting y'all know this is how things go. You play games. You play games, okay? So, meanwhile, and this is how it was. So, me and him broke up. I got with Dean. Then Dean moved out and went about his way for about a month or so. And he dealt with somebody that I could not stand, okay? Couldn't stand her because she slept with my ex-boyfriend. And she was a little girl to me. When I asked this little girl, why did you sleep with both of my exes? She said, because I didn't pay her any attention. Really, though? Anyway, meanwhile, she got pregnant. And in that time, it was about 10 men that could have been her baby's daddy, including mine, including 2 of my brothers, okay? All 3 of them was on that roster of getting a blood test out of these 10 men. So how many people? She was going around the whole neighborhood doing everybody, okay? My man, my ex-man, my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So, sorry, y'all. Yes, too many. You know what I'm saying? This is how these young kids get when they get hurt or they trying to grab attention from somebody, you know what I mean, in the wrong way. So, yes, she had this child and she still till today don't know who that baby's daddy is. She never came back to me because I think she knew it wasn't Dean's, clearly. First of all, I hate to say it like this, but Dean and them have a very distinct feature to them. It's an island thing. They have this, his whole family, they have this feature to them that you can tell they're kids. This little girl came out looking like some boy up the street. But, I'm like, dang, she could be my niece. She could be my stepdaughter. She could be, later on in the years, I said, Dean, you go get a test? No, the mom ain't never come to ask nobody for nothing. So she's raising this child by herself. And one day I said to my mom, I said, Mom, as a woman, do you think I should approach this girl? Being that, when I told her back, I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't been reading y'all. I'm shaking my head. I'm just getting real with y'all. He wasn't letting. Nope. And that's what it was. He knew who Mama was. He just broke up with Mama for a minute. So this is what happened. So now, for about 20 years, I cooked soul food in my neighborhood. So I'm well known in about 5 to over counties. Because that's just me. It's always been my heart. I've fed people for years. So that's why I offer Bod to God a meal. Because I know if I give them a meal and I really want to link up with them so I can cater a meal, not just for them, but I want to go out to the streets and be able to feed the homeless. I'm telling y'all, my heart is big and I have a lot that I want to do. That's if they real. They may not be real. Like I said, they coming up on things right now. And I may never talk to him again in life. That's cool with me. But one thing I will hold to him is he said we was going to have a meal together. And if you don't, he's going to look like a liar in my eyes. And he will always be. So he will never, ever get another shout out from me again. So if he's watching, he'll know what I'm talking about. And I'm only being real. So that's what I want to do with them. If we meet up with them, that's what I want to do. I want to do a big dinner thing for the homeless. As in, hopefully they come strong, that we can rent a building and have them do like a soup kitchen kind of thing. And I can cater like that. I can. If I have to, I'll get extra family members to help. But I'm good. So I've already catered for over 200-300 people before. So And it was no problem. So, I've done fish fries and just sat there and fried the fish, and it wasn't no selling dinners, just sitting in the house giving free fish dinners out all day because it was somebody's birthday, and a friend just came and asked me to come cook at their house. If y'all watch my videos, Thanksgiving, that was not my house, that was my girlfriend's house. I went there to help and serve her family because she is so good to me and mine. So I went and prepared her Thanksgiving dinner at her house and didn't do mine here. So I ended up back at her house. So it was all one and the same. We just broke bread together. But that's what I do. So that's what I want to do if I meet up with them. That's here nor there. I really don't care, honestly. Um, Sorry, y'all. Yeah, that would be awesome. But I've been reaching out to her. I've been reaching out to her for months, and she doesn't answer no. She doesn't answer her texts. She only answers certain people. So they ain't making money moves for her. I don't think she's paying attention. In a couple of months, and I hate to say it, that's why I kept saying the other day, a lot of people's feelings are going to be hurt because y'all can already see she's shying away from YouTube. She's not going to be a YouTube sensation for too much longer. Once she hits the charts, she's going up to another level, and she's going to be like a nobody to everybody except for, another music person. But how she plays her life out will have a big deal to do with all that. And don't matter what you're doing in music, you're going to always be a talk of town because you already became a public eye. So, I got sidetracked, y'all. I'll be trying to tell y'all so much at one time. I was reading the comment on Chris. Oh, no, none of them are. None of them are. None of them are. I hate to say it like that. I'm not trying to be rude, but that's how I could tell their kids, and that's why I come talk to them kind of like that. Like, y'all gotta realize, like, what y'all doing here. They don't know. They're babies. That's why I call them babies, and they may get offended, but as far as I'm concerned, anybody that gets on camera and just starts talking, and you could clearly tell that, I ain't gonna say they didn't graduate, but see, I don't be wanting to go in on Queen. But you see how Clarence answers her questions? He's very intelligent. You could tell he's intelligent. You could tell Ahmad's intelligent just from the way they talk. But that's how the New York schooling system is. They don't let them go down. They don't let them fail. And I say that because you got the inner city schools here where they teach stuff. Like this month is Black History Month, and my son was only taught something one day, and I have a problem with that. I'm going to have to call his school about that, only because, and I don't discriminate, but his school is predominantly a Caucasian school, so, they don't know. They don't have any African-American teachers there, so I just kind of feel like they need someone there that knows some history, or it don't even have to be an African-American. They're teachers. They should know some history on Black History Month to be able to teach these kids. So, I mean, he said they did something where they learned about how African Americans were treated back in the day. But I'm like, nah, he needs to know more. He needs to know about Martin Luther King. He needs to know about Malcolm X, which that's going to come from us too. But he's still like scary. If you tell him, oh, that person got shot, he don't want to hear that. Like, he'll flip out. So try not to, expose his mind to too much because he don't understand yet. Sorry, y'all. Again, I am laughing because Cardi B made this big deal about losing hair the other day. And we all lose hair when you have a do for a couple of days and don't do it. Because, again, you lose like thousands of strands a day. So she had dead hair on there. Like, if her hair was pulled out by a ponytail, it would have been a chunk of hair in, I don't know, whatever. I ain't gonna get into all that. But, I'm sorry, y'all, because I done got sidetracked again. What was your thoughts on Chris's sister talking about wearing? Listen, my thought on that. Now, if y'all remember, hold on. Sorry, y'all, that's so sad, because every time, hey, Tupac, how are you today? You haven't been doing any of your, prank calling lately. I've been wanting to chime in. I get a kick out of that sometimes. It's so funny. So, what's your thoughts? Okay, the sweatshirt. Are you still in here? Nervins number 7. Just want to know before I start talking about the sweatshirt and how I felt about it. Which everybody else might want to know. Okay, he's still here. So, that. Y'all remember that Queen went to New York in December, right? I think she got that sweatshirt when she went to New York in December because everybody's still saying that she wasn't with him when they went for the girls' trip. I think she got that shirt then. If y'all remember, and maybe y'all, I don't know if y'all keep up that much, but like I'm subscribed to Chris's brother's page and his sister's page. So when Queen was in New York, she came back. Okay, when she was in New York and Chris was away, wherever. Okay, wait a minute. All right, wait a minute. Chris went away. All right, Queen went away, then Chris went away. See, y'all, I get confused. But let me tell y'all how this goes. She went down there and she got the sweatshirt in December. Chris's siblings came and stayed at the house when Chris went away to, where did he go? I think when he went to Florida and then he went to LA, and everybody was like, how he's staying away all this time from his baby and this and that. So he had his siblings there watching the baby, but Queen was in town. Queen was in town, but the baby was still at the house with Chris's siblings. Am I right, y'all? Okay, y'all still here. Queen been talking to him. They said how they hooked up. One of those. Who talking about Chris? That's her husband. That's the thing. That's why she ain't. I don't want to keep on getting into it, but I'm telling y'all, it's too soon for Clarence to become her man, okay? Because he will get cheated on. Queen can't be around Chris for too long because there's still feelings there, okay? They have a son. The baby's with her mom right now. She's handling business right now. I still think they have feelings for each other. And this is just, again, we going here because I don't want nobody saying I assume or I'm hating. Because everybody says I'm a hater. I hate on Queen. I hated on her all this time. No, I didn't hate on her. I was just speaking truth of what I saw in the light. That's what I'm seeing. Everybody's wondering. So when you ask, I say what I think. I don't know because I'm not a fly on the wall. I'm not a psychic. I don't sit here with a crystal ball sitting here. Look, got some crystal glue for my son's, projects, but I ain't got no crystal ball. Say nah. But, go back to the jacket. Yes, I will. See, y'all gotta remind me. All right. So, yeah, this is a part of it, though. So, mind y'all, Queen was hanging out with Ari that whole time while little Chris was hanging with his aunt and uncle. They was at the house. So I think that's what happened when they was at the house. Queen I'm sure she had to been there. Now, if y'all said that's where I got to. Somebody said they was on there talking about them hooking back up. It's her house. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be there. So I think after she left New York in December, I believe she went back to her house. She might not have stayed there, but she dropped that hoodie off there. It was her hoodie. That's the bottom line. So when Chris's siblings went to the house, they probably was up in whatever clothes they thought that Queen left there, when technically that was a new piece of clothing of Queen's. But they figure it's here, I'm wear it. You know how kids are. If you say you moved out of a house and it's some extra clothes there and you fit them, the kids, this is kids, they're going to grab it. Can y'all give me 1 second? Somebody's at my door. Give me 1 second, please. Shucks, hold on. I'm back, guys. I don't know if everyone's still here. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta take this filter thing down because I done pushed all kinds of buttons. Okay, there it goes. Hey, Tay. Yes, we are fam. You're right. That's what they said in one of the videos, and Chris said it as well. He said they've been talking for a while. Oh, yes, I did hear that. They said that. And they may have been talking before December. You're right. Before, listen. And you're right, though, because I'm only going back as far as I just remember when him and Mod made the video about the Smasher Pass. And they were like, who's this? They said, you know, she was a YouTube girl. And so either that was a hoax video that they made up and act like they didn't know Queen, or they knew her. But that video was done in like October or November. I know it was after Chris cheated, though. The major cheating. So I don't know, but because I didn't see the beginning of your conversation. Oh, somebody was confirming her saying about Chris saying, I did see that one day where Chris was saying that Clarence, or the little kid was saying, I don't know, it's so crazy. The whole situation is crazy, all in a nutshell. But this is why I was saying what I say, because when you're in love, it just does not go away like that. Like, my ex-boyfriend cheated, and I did not have low self-esteem. I had other friends trying to get on me the whole time, but I just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? When you're in a relationship, you got guidelines. But then, you know, when he did, it got to a point where he cheated so much that his friends would come back and tell me everything that he was doing out there in the street so that they could get with me. Not having it. Now, I fell for one person. Yep, I'm right. I know. Or y'all talking about? Yep, still here. Okay. But, yeah. So, you know, that love doesn't go away. It takes a long time to heal the heart of any wounds. I'm going to go back to somebody that, the girl I was talking about the other day, where I said that my friend, she's Spanish and we're not allowed in her house anymore because she got married. Now, she was my brother's ex for like 4 to 6 years, and she called me her sister-in-law, whatever. So her and my brother broke up because my brother was cheating on her a lot. You know what I mean? So, like, people, we all go through it. And it's just that we don't have it on YouTube for people to know. You know what I'm saying? So theirs was national, so it was like, we all know when they had that big thing. That's when my heart went out for Queen. When they had that talk with Quay and Lala and had Chris and Queen in the chair. Chris just didn't look sincere. Queen looked like she couldn't swallow her spit. And then when they all stood up there and went ham on everybody that was coming at them or talking about the situation or whatever, but we was talking about that the other day. I think they were talking about like Trace TV and like that. So they was calling everybody out, but Queen was sitting there, and you could just tell her whole demeanor was like hurt. I'll be hurt too, and she gonna be hurt for a long time. And that's why I think, you know, we may think that she's moving fast with Clarence, which is their business, totally their business. We're gonna go back there. I have to confirm myself, y'all, because you have kids out here that just hear what they want to hear and they run with it. So I'm confirming things now because I'm supposed to be a hater. I'm not a hater. I sit here and I tell my story. People who follow me would know that a couple of months ago, I was like, I'm going to just make it into my soap opera so we can make it interesting. Like, we're older here. We got questions. We want to know what's going on. You know, we don't know what's going on. We ain't going to never know what's going on unless they go on camera 24 hours a day. So we got to guess and assume and hope and wish for the best. So what I had wished for and hoped for was for them to work out their family. Sorry, y'all, I'm stuck somewhere. Can y'all still hear me, though? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Because my camera stopped moving. No. Okay. I can't see me moving on the camera, but as long as y'all can hear me, we good then. So, yeah, I kind of got sidetracked again. But, yo, I'm sorry. I'm going to have a cigarette, and I'm hoping all adults are in the room. But I'm having a cigarette. I did quit, but I bummed one from my girlfriend. So don't judge me. Don't judge me because I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be. I am over a week free and back to my vaping. I said that the other day. But you know, when you get a little stressed, and I've been stressed. When I stress over my mom, I really like. That's why I went back to smoking cigarettes. Cause I be in here like losing it sometimes, like crying like crazy, like cause everything reminds me of her, like everything. Mainly me when I look in the mirror. My voice now. My burping videos, that was all in memory of her. It's all laugh, it's all fun. People are still asking for them. I'm definitely gonna go back to the burping videos too, just because it's fun. It's for fun. It's not to hurt nobody. And you know, I go to the drive-throughs. I make sure they know that afterwards that I'm only playing. I'm only joking. It's all for fun. It's for my YouTube. So I don't do that to hurt anyone or be rude. Snaisha, you really did say that on one of the yeah, he did. I saw that. See, I watch a lot of their videos because I was being nosy, but like when it came down to her and Clarence, I didn't watch them as much unless people request reactions, which of course they request reactions on all the videos. Like they did one where it was like spicy versus inhumanity or humanity or something, and that was with two other people. Maybe they're the people that I'm just seeing. I seen on there today. It was somebody named Wavy Duo or something like that. So that must have been them that they were doing collabs with. But that's the only time I forget what I was saying, but that's the one I didn't react to. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry. So I didn't react to that. People still asking me to react to it, but I just don't, you know what I mean? Certain things that, I mean, I can't see nothing. I don't think, I think I might have watched like 5 or 10 minutes of it. That's probably one of their videos or one of them that I have not watched. Now, if y'all want to see something that is real funny though, and I'm going to be serious with y'all, y'all got to go look at, Clarence. Oh, okay, okay. So that's his cousin. Because they must have been in the video where they were shooting the pictures in Atlanta too. Because the one person looks just like a lot like him. So, oh, see, y'all be knowing. I don't keep up too much on Snapchat. I started going on Twitter. I don't know if y'all are part of Twitter, but I was messing with my crazy last night. And they were saying I wasn't a Christian by the stuff I was saying, but I'm going to have fun on here. I'm going to have fun, y'all. I have to. I have to. So, y'all might see a crazy Nettie coming out. I have to have fun because this is YouTube, and I'm starting to have fun on here, and, you know, so I got to keep y'all entertained. So, but, you know, he went on there and said that I told y'all Martha was a thotty or whatever, but I went back and I had to correct him. So I'm not a thotty, okay? He can call me a MILF. And he was mad about that. He said it was child abusing him. But I'm not a thotty. I had to look up thotty, y'all, and I'm just being real with y'all. I ain't know what a thought was until I looked on YouTube. That's how I find out stuff. But I'm not a thought, far from one, never was one, and I'm not going to allow no young bull to call me a thought. Because I have more respect for myself as a woman than to let someone call me that. Martha, we was cool, but you can't call me a thought. Yep, yep, yep. And that's how my mom was. Her mouth was couldn't keep it shut. unruly. That's what they called her. Unruly Julie. Her name was Julie. Her name was Jules. That's what I called her. She was a Jewel. She was a gem. She had over 700 people at her funeral. And that was the biggest funeral I've ever seen in my life, honestly. But that took my heart. I couldn't even cry at the funeral. It was just like to see how well she was loved and how many hearts she touched in life, and that we had over 50 of those people in that service have lived in our house, over her times. It was just a lot. I'm not a thought neither, and I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I may do that. Now, when I go to the club, because I plan on going to the club and getting Clarence on the dance floor one day. That's all I ask for. I ain't got to hang with him or nothing, but I want to show them that I can rock on that dance floor. And yeah, they might call me a thought then, but it's thought behavior, but we're not thoughts, right? That's what it is. We can act like it. We can play like it. It's life. You're supposed to have fun. You only live once. You only live once. So, and that's a true thing. You only live once. So, nobody can really take that from you. Going on Friday to celebrate my birthday. Wait, so are you going down to Florida, you mean? You're going down to the party? Because they didn't really even post stuff. That I haven't seen any flyers or anything. And that might have all been on their other media sites. Like I don't even think I'm subscribed to any of them on Snapchat. So I know a lot of their stories are on there. Oh, I know, right? She said no to the club. I know that's right. If I could have made it to Florida, I would have been there. Just because I want to be able to break them down on the dance floor. That's all. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I want them to tape it. That's how I am. I don't care. I don't have no shame to my game. I'm a big girl, but I'm going to live my life to the fullest. I'm only going to live once, y'all. So it's only one Nettie, and it's only going to be one Nettie. I can never be replaced. So I told my husband. And y'all welcome to come visit anytime. Anytime. It's fun here. I was going to invite them to come down. Like, they're in New York, so I say about 2 hours. If they just chilling and ain't got nothing to do, they can get some footage here in Philly. We got a lot of museums. We got the Art Museum. We got the Franklin Institute, where I'm going next week, so I'll get some footage there. We have a lot of go-kart places. We have a lot of indoor parks, indoor water parks, which I really love. But I heard them saying in one video, somebody said, oh, y'all don't got no go-kart places around or nothing like that. And I'm like, we got them all around, so don't y'all want to see footage of stuff like that? That's the kind of stuff I be looking on YouTube for. Yesterday, I think Clarence did a quick shot of him and Queen in New York, which I had said that in one of my videos. I'm like, give us some footage of New York. They gave us like 2 seconds of it. I'm like, come on, y'all. Like, I know people don't like to be seen, and you don't have to tape people, but you could tape the buildings. Like, it's so much to see in New York, and they don't realize that their fan base is all over the world. So the stuff that they're seeing is the stuff that their fans want to see. So that's the kind of stuff I'm pointing out. Like, don't hide y'all videos. Take pictures. Do videos. Y'all are supposed to be bloggers, like, or vloggers, or whatever you want to call it. Like, have footage on your page that you went there and you did this. You know what I'm saying? I have so much footage that I have not even released. I did little bits and pieces of my trip to Jamaica. I went to Haiti. You know what I'm saying? That was just on a cruise, so I was only there for a couple hours, but I got footage. Like, I get footage pretty much everywhere I go, because once in a lifetime, I might not never make it back there again. Didn't think I would ever go, So, yeah, it's just crazy and sad. Hello, Jessica. Welcome to the room. So here we just have an open live, pretty much. You can ask any questions. Most of the time, honestly, in my lives, Queen is our queen. And we are trying to figure out the situation, okay? I'm going to clarify it. It's a situation, and we just nosy people trying to figure it out. That's all. So that's what our chat is about. We sit here and talk. At the same time, if I can get, like I said, I tell everybody, if I can get together and collab with them, I would be very happy to do that. Not just for exposure, and I don't want no clout, because I'm going to keep on saying this over and over again, and y'all going to mark my words. If I ever come up on YouTube, my reason for coming up on YouTube is not because I want to do music, not because I want to floss and buy stuff. No, I want to buy a rancher, and I'm going to adopt at least 10 kids. And I want to give them life. That's all. That's all I want to do. If I can't, hopefully somebody else will. But that's what I feel like these YouTubers have to reach out to. You know what I mean? I've been seeing Clarence and Mod going more to the schools and to just out in the public with the kids, and that's the stuff that the kids need. You know what I mean? They're the ones who are supporting these YouTubers. We're supporting them because we watch them, but they're really supporting them. They're pushing all the like buttons. They're routing for them. They're out here threatening people for them. I had to go off on some little girl on Instagram earlier because now, I got my media sites up there so people can inbox me or ask me questions, but not to use that to come at me. I told her, if you want to come at me, come to my live, because then she'll hear me. She said, you don't type like this. You don't type. I'm not a little kid. We didn't have phones in my days. I'm just learning to use the phone over the last 10 years. I don't even know how long darn cell phones were out, but texting and all this stuff that they into, we just wasn't into, and I still ain't that into it. But guess what? I'm gonna make myself just as savvy as I can be, so I can say what I gotta say when I want to say it, how I want to say it. Y'all know what I mean? Because they always got something to say. So I have to tell them off, and I tell them, y'all don't come at me the wrong way, because I'm going to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. And it's not even about me being devious or nothing. I'm going to keep coming until I get across to you. But she shut up. She shut up after 2 or 3 messages. All I got to do is run on 3 messages at one time, and she ain't got nothing to say back because she can't keep up with me. I talk too much. And that's why I created my page after my mom passed away, because I sat on the phone with my mom at least 6, 7 times a day, and we would talk for at least a half hour or so. So that's where I got the gift of gab. So I said, you know what? I might as well take it to YouTube, because there's people out here that need to hear me talk. And there's people out here that's going to listen. So I'm like, well, why not? Why not? Why not? So if you go back far enough, y'all can see in some of my beginning videos when I started back up this time last year, about November, December of last year. You'll see my mom in some videos. She didn't really like being on camera much because she was getting sicker. She felt like she was starting to look older. Hold on one second, y'all. Oh my God, did y'all see the one of her throwing the pictures on the car? When she was on the white Mustang, the pictures that she took, and her legs were crossed, and she had those very beautiful shoes on and that nice slim, that skirt. She looked good. She did. She always looks good though, except when she don't get no sleep. And I could tell that when she was in New York that week, they was partying a little too much. So she ain't sleep. She ain't sleep. She needs her sleep. They need their sleep, all of them. They said on Twitter this morning they ain't sleep all week. Can't do that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all cannot run yourselves out. Clarence said he ain't eat last night. And I'm talking to him if he watches. Don't do it to yourselves. Y'all gotta eat. You gotta eat. You gotta take care of your bodies. You only get one. If you don't take care of it now, things will start failing on you later. And I'm just letting y'all know out of facts. Yep, they're babies. Little babies. And I say that because all my little brothers are younger than them or their age. And I used to change their diapers. So if I used to change diapers your age, you're a baby to me. I'm not going to disrespect you or call you a baby, but you're a baby. You're in my heart. And all I want is better for them. So that's at the end of the day when people's thinking I'm hating. I'm just coming at them like, do you realize what you're showing us? Do you realize what we see? Oh my God, you don't want this here because it cannot be taken down. Can't once it's there. And I wouldn't want my son to see certain things online that I do or did and can't take it back, you know? Well, y'all don't even want y'all be going deep. Y'all be going real deep. And y'all ain't never lied. Yes, I heard the song when she first did it. Um you were speaking too much. Yes. And I always do that because you can't take it back. That's what I'm saying. I did a little stroll through my house and that's it. I could show y'all what, you know what I mean? But somebody's gonna run with that later. Oh, she got a little house. She only got a 2 bedroom. It's not my house. It's an apartment. Actually, I rent here, and I pay almost $1,200 a month. I think a little too much. I wish I could. Matter of fact, if there's any young kids out here, listen to me, y'all. Don't apply for credit cards just because the application comes in the mail. Please don't. I wish I listened to my mom a little better back then when them 10 credit cards came and I took all of them and faithfully signed for them and used them and maxed them out with not a job. Okay. Now I'm a mother and I want things in life. And it's going to be very hard for me to pay off all that dumb stuff I did when I was 17, 18, 19, and 20. Getting those dumb credit cards that ain't going I ain't going to say they ain't going to never be paid off, but I have to pay them off before I can build more for him. And that's my goal. Yup. I'm real with y'all. I'm telling y'all, as soon as I signed up for uh no, I can't even say the text that when I was in school for medical assistance because more applications came. But this was even before that. When I was like 17 or 18. When you reach that age, them cards start coming because they realize that you don't have no credit established and they want you to get that. But that's because they know they can take you out at a young age and they'll have you stuck with finances. So, and that being said, don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. Credit cards they're our enemies. My mom lived off them. She knew how to work her money. She always kept a budget book in front of her. She always wrote everything down. And me and my friend were actually talking about starting something like this for the younger kids out here, but talking to you guys about like finance, which I'm not that good at it. She's to a perfect with writing stuff down. There's an app that I know if any of y'all are confused at keeping track of your bills, there's something called Every Dollar by Dave Ramsey. And if you have that app on your phone, when I tell you you could put in there from the amount of money you get a month down to it labels everything that you have in and outside your household and what they might think you might just spend money on, down to your offerings at church and giving away to charity. But you can log all that on that app every month. It'll deduct it from whatever money you have coming in. It tells you exactly how much you spent, how much you'll have left, and what you got to pay on what they try Every Dollar, y'all. I'm just advertising some stuff out here that, I use. My girlfriend uses faithfully and has been and is, on this kind of the way this man runs his ship is you end up debt free over time by just pretty much managing the money that you come in with. It's not even about how much money comes in. It's about managing what you have. And it's hard still because if we live in check to check, you can't do certain things. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Let me catch up with the chat. Schools need to teach. They should, and they don't. They don't. They'll quickly give you an application. Dave Ramsey. So you know about him. I'm reading his book. Yup. I should have read it years ago. My girlfriend gave it to me and I never read it. And I'm still in a bad situation. I think if I had went on with his plan when she did, I'd probably be debt free by now. I probably would. And that was about 3-4 years ago when she first, may have been longer than that, first tried to, introduce him to me. But yes, he is awesome. Old as I am, still trying to budget money right. Right. It's so important to learn that young. It is very important because, like I said, these young kids, they don't know and don't understand. And as soon as that credit card comes, you're like, oh. And you know what I did with my first credit card? I went out to the mall and I think I blew it all in one spot buying like my god kids stuff. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, I can get everybody something that I never got a gift before. And what happened? I ended up that 350 turned to maybe like 400 or 500 a year or so later, because they don't know, they don't think about all them APR finance charges and stuff like that that they hide. You know, they don't know when you buy a car, you pay double for your car, okay? If you don't pay it off sooner than it's supposed to be paid off. By the time you pay it off, I bought a car on the lot for $14,000. I ended up paying $25,000 for this car by the time it was done paying paid for over a 6-year loan. I graduated medical. Yup, medical assistant and medical assisting just need to be certified now. Oh, cool. That's nice, Miss B and fam. So you do now here you do. They started asking for certifications as the years went on. I did not go and take my state test to get certified. After I went graduated, they put me in working for an oral surgeon. So I worked for the oral surgeon for 2 years. I was supposed to be assisting him, but it was too much being under that light for hours under the surgery light, and all I had to do was sit there and suction, so it was not good on my back. So they gave me a job in the back as a surgical tech. So they gave me a whole nother label on my resume. They had me just handling all the instruments, properly cleaning and sanitizing, sterilizing, and setting up trays for surgeries for the next day, as well as I developed x-rays. And then I took in the patients, when they would come in for their initial check-in for, blood pressure, temp, pulse. I also took a class for phlebotomy. If y'all know, y'all want to make some quick money fast, look up a phlebotomy course. Because a lot of people don't know you do not have to go to school for a year or so. You do not. You don't have to enroll in a tech school to go to school to take blood. That's what phlebotomy is, to draw blood. And you make good money doing it. Very good money. Oh, yep. So, and I guess you're talking about with the doctor's office. Yep, they gave me a couple of titles there. So, that was cool because I was able to add that to my resume. So, I'm like, next time I go out there, I'm going to go as a phlebotomy or a surgical tech. But no, there's a actual statewide program, and I think it may be countrywide, but it's called MedTechs. And I took that maybe back in like 05, 06, 06, years ago. But I paid like $250 and they certified me to be a phlebotomist in 2 days. Meanwhile, I had just graduated from school and took this class on top of me already taking a phlebotomy class. But there were people in that class that never went to school at all. And they got that same degree walking out that door that day as I did. So just in that being said, you could take like a week course or so on phlebotomy, just studying the veins and withdrawing blood from the veins. And you can get a job starting at the minimum of probably like $20 an hour or more. But I guess that depends on where you're from too, So just so y'all know, it's good to have certain things under y'all belt. So that's just a little bit about me, because you have people out there like, what do you do? Why don't you do anything? You don't think with yourself all day. It's not their business to know what I do all day. I have a young child in school that has medical issues. So if I need to run to his beck and call, a mama is able to do that, and that's what I'm here for. So when I'm ready to go back to work, I'll go back to work because I have schooling, and that's why I say get your education, because as long as you have your education, can't nobody really stop you from nothing, because I can go to any job and work for any doctor. Actually, when you're a medical assistant, you could work for a dentist, you could work for in a hospital, you could work at a doctor's office, you could work at a dermatologist's office, you could work for an eye doctor, you could work for anybody. You could work for multiple doctors and yep. And that's true. That's what they say. They're like, I try not to feed into it because I know they're babies. But, you know, I got to tell them too because I'm like, y'all don't know. Like, don't sit here and think that I'm some little slouch chick that has a car note because my car ain't fully paid for. Matter of fact, y'all, I'm raising the roof off because I only got about 3 more months of this 5-year note and I'll be done. Oh my gosh, I'll be done. So this is the second car I purchased in my life. My dad kept buying me hookers when I was younger, and they would just go from inspection to inspection and they didn't pass. So I'm saying hookers, but they was clunkers as they called them. But yes, I'm going, that's something to be proud of. I will be done. And y'all know our cars start to want to acting up right when they're paid off. So wish me luck, y'all. Because that little van is still jumping. But I done had it to Florida. I done had it to South Carolina. I can't tell you how many times in the last 5 years. So, but yes, going back and forth helping take care of my son. I had my brother, and I say it's my son because me and him is close like that. 1 second, I'm sorry, let me just catch up. Hold up, wait a minute. Who's that? Journey to Heather me. Now, wait, because you that's a good point there. Hold on, I need to talk to you. That is good money also. I work in that industry. I have agents who... Nice. So I need to be looking into that because that's something that I want to do because I'm a talker and I don't mind talking. But I just realized about this whole insurance thing. And I was wondering, since you're on here, how do people go about that? Like, what kind of degree do I need to go for? Like, what do I need to be asking for? Like, what do I need? Because, yes, there's this young guy that, you know, I had met over time. We had a fire here in the summertime. And if you go back in my videos, I kind of vlogged that whole time because I stayed in a hotel for 2 months. And it was, you know, it was a Marriott. So, you know, I was living it up. They had... I wasn't homeless, put it like that. I was living it up for 2 months in the summertime, saving electricity here, and I was right down the street from my house. So I was loving it up at the hotel last summer, just so y'all know. But then I met an insurance, what are they, private, like the investigators? That's what I'm trying to ask about. Like the claims investigators, I guess is what I want to call it. No degree. You can go to Kaplan and take an online course. Okay, thank you. But what do I ask for? Like just insurance degree, I guess? Because yes, he is making boku money. Like just, he pretty much just, when somebody has a fire or a flood, and it's just the same kind of stuff that you can do as well. You know, and he can come out to your house and take your inventory. He does all the work for you. Because, see, I had just lost my mom in May. My cousin died in June. My fire was in July. And I was in a hotel from July to August until September. No, August 15th, I think. So, yeah, from July to 3rd or something like that. If July 1st or something. Because I was in there for the 4th of July. I was at the hotel. So, yeah, we were in a hotel, and then we met this investigator. Hey, Jazz, how are you? Then go to your state insurance department and take a test in Texas. This test is $40. That's nice, $44. I know that's right. The past test and your license. Thank you. This is not the same kind of insurance I'm talking about. That's fine, though. What you are talking about is a fire is property and casualty insurance. And yes, they do. Yes, and I wanted to know what kind of schooling he went through for that, because he made good money off of me from, you know, our insurance check. But, you know, that's another thing, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Anybody on here, if y'all don't have rentals insurance or homeowners insurance, please get it. And like I say, I'll be here to teach y'all. Get some insurance on y'all place. It's only about $10 a month sometimes, and it might be cheaper. I actually have it hooked onto my car insurance, and I probably pay about $18 a month. But guess what? When I lost all my stuff last year to a smoke fire due to someone else in my building's fault of leaving something in a dryer and the dryer catching our building on fire, all my stuff got replaced. Now, I ain't gonna say everything because you never can replace everything you lose, not in a fire, not at all. Um, I'm sorry, 1 second. Could also take a. Okay, so I'm definitely just going to have to call Kaplan and see. Ain't nothing you could all ain't you never have enough education. My aunt is like 60 something and she just graduating with her master's. Like she just kept going back. My mom was like, why they what they in school for again? And she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep on going to school. If I can learn, I'm gonna keep on. You know, I'm older. I don't have to work full time because she had lost her husband, so she had the checks coming in. So she like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep on getting my education. And so that's kind of where I'm at. You know, I'm disabled. I really can't walk too much. Um, well, I do when I can, but I get sore, swollen, and all of the above if I do too much above and beyond what my body is allowing me to do right now. So, and that being said, over time, if I stay on YouTube, I will be documenting, but I am going to start like when it gets a little warmer, I'm gonna start doing more at the gym because I do have a gym membership. I just don't go. I pay for it every month. I just don't go, but I'll be going. I will be. You know, so I'll document as much of that I can. I know a lot of the places are private. Here, certain states you can actually go in there with your camera and stuff, but sometimes you can't. Here, they don't really bother me when I go in places because I'm on my phone. I could be on FaceTime. They don't know what I'm on unless I tell them, and it's none of their business. So, interest you don't want. Yes, you're right. And so, is that what you do? You work for a corporate, or are you just an agent? I mean, you work for yourself. And that's what it was. He had his own business, and he just kind of teamed up with someone else that had was in their business as well, and they just kind of worked together. But I was like, that's awesome. I wanted to kind of shout them out, but they keep that private, and I understand that too. So that's why I wouldn't really advertise them. But they work off of word of mouth. But at the same time of the fire, I moved out. I had got moved out because our building, the people who own our building didn't feel like it's bad enough for us to have to move, but because me and my son had bad asthma, my insurance company and well, yeah, my insurance agent is one of my little cousin's mom. So she was like, "No, y'all can't stay there. You can't stay there." She said, So she hooked me up with the people and was like, "Just leave." And then I found him privately, so I ended up using him later because when I realized you have to write down and log everything in your house, I was like, I can't do that. So it was easier for me at that time because my mind was not right at all. I really didn't care about stuff in my house. But when he came here, he took everything. He did everything for me. I had to do nothing. I had to lift a finger, but enjoy the hotel for the summer and come back home and be able to replace my furniture and stuff that had the smoke smell to it or whatever. So, yep. Whoa, big company. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And yeah, I tried before because I was trying to do like Primerica. They all hit me up because they seen how I was, but all they did was got my numbers out my phone and used their little tree to build themselves up because they seen I had a big clientele base. That's why I say I'm like, if I decide the right thing to do, I have the support, the backup, you know. But I really want it from the kids. That's what I'm going to have. I have a lot of kids that I impacted in their lives because I used to, have hotel parties with 23 to 25 kids, because they was my babies. But that's what we used to do because that's what they liked doing and we could all be together at one time. But, some of them are in college. Some of them are off just doing things in life now. But they're all doing positive things. But I said, if I need them, they're there for me. So I'm hoping one day we can. If the other people don't reach out to me, I'm still going to feed my homeless. When I get myself together, I'm definitely going to do it. So that's something I'm going to do, and I'm going to go, show it. I'm like, last time, and ask me if anybody else in here is still wondering the same thing. Do y'all remember when they had the flood in Houston and Queen and them took and fed them food, and then the boys said that they were going to go buy their family tents, and they never made a video of it? I mean, I'm just saying, because you get deeply involved in that stuff. I'm like, first of all, the side of the street that they was feeding was the side they said was the bad, it ain't no bad side, because if you're homeless, you're homeless. But when they went to once they ran out of food, they went to the other side of the street, and that's where all the families were at. Like, people were sleeping in tents with their kids and everything. So at that point, they ain't have no more food to give out. See, I'm not the only one. That's what I'm saying. I be sincerely involved. Really, like when they was doing that house, and I went and I did a video back then. I think Taylor Girls and Armand and Trey was having a beef or whatever, and I was like, "Listen, y'all gotta get it together. Like, y'all all up and coming, rising stars here. Like, y'all ain't even big yet, but y'all getting there. Like, y'all gotta do something. Y'all gotta get it together. Like, so, um." They I liked it when they were doing the big the thing where they all stayed in one house. Not so much their reality show. It wasn't seeming like it was jumping off in the beginning, and it should have been jumping from the beginning. But you know it was just cool when they all got together here and there, all the young YouTubers, and did their little stuff together, pranks. They had the little water fight the one day, but just stuff in general. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's stuff that I got attached to. So I'm like, dang, like, dang, we ain't gonna see this no more. That's why I keep warning the young kids, like, y'all not gonna see Queen soon. Y'all see her, but you're not gonna see her sitting in front of a camera having a one-on-one with y'all like she been doing all this time, because she was a YouTuber. She's going off to do bigger and better things, and she needs to. She has that talent. I didn't never think she should have been sitting in front of a camera on a couch, but I didn't know her situation either. I was just, like I said, an outsider looking in from what I see on camera. I don't know anything else about her. So, that's kind of how I would like look at things, and you know uh judge it like that. And like I say, you can't judge a book by the cover, because you never know. You never know. Never know what's inside the book until you get to know them. So, now that I'm getting a more of a feel and looking into stuff, and I go on the Instagram more, and I'll see more tweets and stuff, then I feel like, oh, so they do more, and they go places and do things and stuff like that you don't think. But again, it don't be my business. I just be watching, being a nosy old lady. I know I'm not old, but to them I am. So, my picture's still messed up. I still don't see myself. That y'all still here. I'm sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat. See if anybody was saying anything. Yeah, you're right about that. Hey team. Y'all can still see my picture though? Like, cause I don't see me. I paused like 20 minutes ago. But yes, I do. I pray that she stays independent and don't, that's what I would, that's another thing I want to say. Like, when we're hurt, when we're hurt and our heart is hurting, we cling to the first person that kind of shows love, can make you feel loved, just rubs you in the right places. And I heard all that in that song, so I'm like, oh, my baby is going in the wrong direction. She said she was going to take her time, but she's already saying I'm falling in love, basically, in that song. And I take songs as real words. They're real words that somebody done put on paper of how they really, truly feel. It's the easy way of saying it. Texting. You know, just like when we text how we feel, we just put it out there. No, I've been frozen for a long time. And everybody was saying I was okay because I guess they was happy with that's so funny. Y'all watching me stuck like that, looking all crazy. So somebody probably got a picture of me now. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. I don't care. No, I think that that's for the season. Like I said, he could be paying her off just cause he might have met her on the Hollywood walk, whatever they call it, the Star Walk, and said, "Look, I need you for a month or so." You know what I mean? Who knows? She said that they just being too fast. They're doing too much too fast, and he could be acting out of hurt and trying to just pay Queen back because he's mad because Queen was in New York. In the room of clearance. So that's why I said it's gonna be a tick for tack for a long time, whether they're together or not. Like everybody's like, oh, they're not married no more, so that's it. No, they still have a baby there that they have to raise together. So either way, they still gotta deal with each other in the long run. So I'm just saying, from experience, that's the kind of stuff that happens. Only thing that they gotta make sure is that they don't have another one, because then that would be mixed up. But I don't know. That ain't my business again. But you know how it is. If they got their careers jumping off, that would be wrong. That wouldn't be a good move. They have another baby. So that's just my opinion, because that's sometimes how younger kids look at it. When you're hurt, you sit there and you try to do things that you will regret later, big time. So, but yep, and that's what happened. Like, back to my story. Yes, I ended up cheating and told on myself, and my man was in another world for months. I'm not that long, but we had a lot of work to do after that. So it was like a lot of trust issues after that, and that's what happens. But at the same time, I was getting back to, in the beginning of the story, the man in Ohio who went and shot the old man. But at the end of the day, he went and shot him because he was mad at his girlfriend. He went and told the old man, oh, blame my girlfriend for this. And then he shot him. So, and that being said, when the heart is hurt, real hurt, and then you have stuff just mushing in your face and smushing it in your face and smushing it in your face, and they think it's funny and they think it's cute and they think it's cool, somebody is going to lose their cap eventually. Somebody going to lose their cap because of it, because the games that are being played. Things happen, but you can't play games. You can't play games. You love it and leave it alone. Each other for the baby's sake, but as far as I don't know. I just hope it don't get ugly, you know what I mean, to that fact. Because that's what happens. I'll be nervous to some extent. But, they should know each other. After 6 years, they should know if one is going to snap on the other. Then again, you can know somebody for 20 years and still not know them. So, it's 12 o'clock. No, I was on here. But yeah, y'all, since I'm froze, I think I probably should shut it down then. And then I can either come back up later, or maybe nobody's in here because I haven't seen anybody chatting. Yeah, because I'm still stiff, right, T? Thank you. Thank y'all. Oh, so it's still people here. But I'm still stiff, right? All right. I'll start another one back up. So if y'all want to come back in, y'all can. I'll just start another one back up. My phone ain't even shutting down. Oh, there it goes. All right.